Do you want to put that closer?
Probably territory. Yeah, we played way too much rugby in our own half, and when we turned the ball over, it sort of gave me access into the parts of the field that are particularly efficient at. So, we'll probably look back and rue that. But it's also interesting, when you put this jersey on, there's a bit of an expectation that you'll let the ball sing, and we did that. If you don't do it, you get persecuted. If you do it, you get persecuted. But probably did a better balance. I had a better balance last time we played, and yeah, it's probably the one area I reckon. Yeah, I thought we scored some great tries, and there were probably 2 or 3, I reckon, that were in the first half that were another breakdown away from really stressing them and maybe going over, which could change the whole context of the game, but we didn't, so we live and learn. Yeah, I thought he was great when he came off. I come onto the field to really decisive actions that led to tries. He's been a young talent that everyone in New Zealand has been well aware of. He's had a few injury concerns through Super Rugby, but he's bounced back strong. Probably wants to play 10, but 15 at the moment for a young man is probably a good place to learn his trade, and yeah, he's going to be one to watch for sure. We're disappointed because we wanted to win 2 games and thought that would have been great for Māori rugby. We continually fighting for our space in a congested international window. Tier 1 nations, the opportunity to play Tier 1 nations doesn't come around often. So we saw this as a great opportunity to showcase Māori rugby, and 2 wins would have probably applied a little bit of pressure on people that make decisions to keep finding us more games like this. And hopefully he's seen enough out of a young but talented squad to keep pushing for that Tier 1 nation opposition.
You talk about the All Blacks team run against the Tier 1 opponents. What do Māori All Blacks or New Zealand rugby need to do to get the Tier 1 opponents?
I don't know, that's way above my station, but we just need to play our part. So, if we had got demoed over 2 games, it would have been easy to sort of say, oh, well, your level is over there. And I think we've showcased over two games that we can compete against the best teams. And I don't really buy into the rhetoric that, that we played a team that was full of young guys. They got a green jersey, they called Ireland. They brought them out here with the expectations that they wanted to grow their squad, and we've got a young squad too, 10 debutants, most of them under the age of about 21, so this team will get better. I don't think this year, mate, and I'm not too sure beyond what's planned next year, but again, hopefully we've done enough to get the decision makers to start looking early for opposition, and something else we can look forward to. Is 2 games enough? It's a good question. I think this is a good time. This is a great time for us to be playing. We've got a lot of guys that come off back of Super Rugby, so they're sort of battle-hardened and ready. For those that, like Brad, that have missed out on All Blacks selection, this is like an immediate opportunity for them to get back out on the field and flush the disappointment and show everybody that good rugby players still have a lot to offer. And when there's opportunities back in the All Blacks, that we can push people through. We've seen off the back of the last game, Tyrell Lomax got recalled. Josh Dixon, he was in there as a replacement. So that means that we're doing our job. We're putting our guys in the shop window, and we're forcing Fozzie and his selectors to look closely at our guys when they need players to go up there.
Oh mate, it's great. It's been a few years since I've been here, but every time I'm in, I love it. For me personally, like I know I'm one of the brothers that doesn't look Māori, but have always known about my heritage, and this is a time for me to really learn about that sort of stuff, which is awesome. And I feel like I probably represent a lot of people out there that learning about their Māori whakapapa, and I sort of want to keep learning and not just leave it to this time in here, and I guess inspire more people like me to do the same, because I love how more of the Māori stuff is becoming more I don't think mainstream's the right word, but more used. I'm a big fan of that. I wish it was like that when I was growing up. So look, I just try and make the most of my 2 weeks in here, and it's like so much so that it inspired like other people in my family to dig in deeper to our Māori heritage, and that's probably been my proudest part about being in this side, is that I'm learning more about me. Yeah.
The big part for you as well as both the team guys like Graham, who come in and learn a lot more about their Māori heritage?
Yep, yeah. I think I said it at a press conference when we just assembled in Waikato that a lot of people come in here nervous as hell. They know that they're Māori, and we don't measure Māoriness in quantum. It's just like if you whakapapa, you whakapapa. It's as simple as that. But people do come into the environment and they're really nervous around a whole bunch of things. But you see them, the next year or the year after, and they walk into our environment like they own the place. And that just shows how important, not from a rugby sense, but from an individual human growth sense, that people use this as a vehicle to explore their whakapapa, and that's one of the proudest things about my involvement with the team, is seeing that.
Ray, both you and TJ seem frustrated tonight with the referee and some of the decisions. Can you speak to those?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it was a lot different to Hamilton. I think Wayne let the game flow a lot there, and there was just a bit more whistle tonight. But hey, look, to be fair, you got to adapt to referees, and Ireland probably did that better than us tonight.
I thought there was some bit of funky stuff going on at the breakdown, to be fair. I reckon. I know their comms, they had a few issues with their comms, but from where I was sitting, Ireland were operating right on the offside line, I think, consistently. Every now and then they got pulled up for it, but that sort of stymied our ability to sort of get our game going. And then there's some other stuff, like Brad said, that was just a completely different picture for us. It's about adjusting, but second, third man in, reaching over. There's just a few funky things that we didn't deal with particularly well, and we're just different pitches, and if we had the opportunity to play again, we might be able to rectify that, but we don't, so suck it up.
Wimby is a proud Ngāti Whānau, I have to ask. We've had Mehe Mamuskala playing for the Ngāti Whānau East Coast, we've had Ma'amunu. If head coach Jose Gill was to call, would you pick up the phone, or would you call?
Well, I grew up playing in a sky blue jersey at Napier Men's, so I think it would fit pretty well. Absolutely.
Clayton, I know it's not tier one competition, but I've seen the Pacific Nations Cup preparing this year. Is that something that interests you moving forward?
I don't know 100%, but if I'm 100% correct, but I believe we may have had an opportunity to be involved in that. But the opportunity to play Ireland at home in front of our own people this year was more compelling, from my point of view anyway. So I didn't help in that decision if there was actually one to be made. But moving forward, it looks like a good competition, looks like it could grow leagues. A lot of those teams with the eligibility rules sort of kicking in, some really good players starting to show up in those teams that have played for the All Blacks, Australia, other teams. So yeah, it's something that could be chucked on the table.
Keep doing both
Yeah, oh, I don't know. You might not want to keep me, Bucky, but it's.
This is the end of the time, you thought about, is this the last time you coach from over?
Oh, I think about it all the time. Yeah, I've been here 6 years. Love this team, love it passionately. Lucky that it's really just a 2-week campaign and sort of can live with it. But be lying if I said that, like juggling jobs, particularly when they cross over. That there's a bit on the plate. So we'll see what sort of program they have next year and then make a decision.
I haven't checked my phone. It's probably a good thing. It's more our old man that I need to worry about. He's, you should have heard him at halftime in the All Blacks game. He was roofable. So look, she always supports me when I'm playing. So she would have been supporting us tonight. But I don't think I can convince her to support the All Blacks on Saturday. Unfortunately, it's just she still wears green on the inside. I expect them to come out really physical, wanting to get stuck in. I think to their own admission, they've got beaten to the punch there, particularly at the breakdown. The Irish were fantastic there, but I know there's some proud guys that really pride themselves on their breakdown work. So I can expect a fiery one. I expect a genuine response, and really pulling for them. Hope they go well. She's from Dublin. Yeah. What's that? What do you mean? Yes, she is Irish. Dublin. Yeah, she's from. She's from. Sorry, my accent. Dublin. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Last question. Are we done? Sweet. All right, thanks, guys.